Welcome to the World of Jesus, an artifact exhibit where we explore how art, archaeology, and artifacts illuminate the first century, otherwise known as the time of the New Testament. My name is Tommy Chamberlin, and I'm the director of our exhibit, and I'm here with our co-director.
I'm Abigail Leavitt, co-director of the exhibit. Today we have about 70 artifacts on display from the time of Jesus, the 1st century AD, and we'd like to show you some of our favorites.
All right, so let's go explore the exhibit. Come with us, and we'll show you some of our favorite things from 2,000 years ago. On display here in our case of Roman gods, we have several figures from around the 1st century. My personal favorite is at the top, the small bronze statue. This is the big cheese, as I like to call him. This is Zeus or Jupiter.
Also on display here we have a small oil lamp, and this is the Roman style, which is decorated as opposed to the Jewish style, which would have been plain. And if you look close at this, you see a horse and rider on the top of it.
Now on display right here is an authentic 1st century ossuary. You say, hey, Tommy, that's kind of small. That wouldn't work. It certainly wouldn't work for an adult. This is an ossuary of a baby, a child.
Now, in archaeology, we find thousands of broken pieces. It's very rare to find a whole vessel. So when we find these pieces, though, we've learned to identify them. And as you noted, it looks very similar to that piece. On display, we have 2 incantation bowls. In that day, there was a lot of focus on demons and the troubles that they could cause you. Maybe if you have a backache, it might be caused by a demon. And so whatever your problem is, you would have to go to the magician. And the magician would say this incantation and do a ceremony, and these bowls were involved in that they would try to draw the demon into the bowl. Let's talk about why we would want a cup made out of stone. It seems like a little bit odd material. What can you tell us about that?
Well, interestingly enough, these things are very popular in 1st century Judea, and maybe a bit before. At this time in history, Jewish believers become, the word obsessed might not be too strong, with ritual purity. My favorite coin to talk about in the display is this. It's the shekel of Tyre. This coin is probably the most famous coin. Now, obviously, for lack of a good archaeological term, I'm going to say it's got a lot of crust on it.
It does have that.
But this is essentially the size now we believe that Romans are using in crucifixion.